John here in the Ask Me segment. Thank you so much for sending me a question. The question of the week has been, I think I am afraid of success because I know what I got to do, but I don't. So I look at all the things that I got to plan and then I don't, and just kind of like freeze at the moment. So I can't figure out what to do because I know that this is my goal and I really want to succeed at my goal, but I don't do any action. So let's look at it together. Well, first of all, when setting a goal, the point is it has to be something that it calls you forward, that you're passionate about. Maybe the goal you set up is not something you want, but it's something that the society, your parents, your mates, your friends, or the media, or whatever makes the most money, or some other type of motivation shows up, except your passion. Maybe it just doesn't call you forward. It stops you, obviously. It doesn't call you forward. So check out your goal. Is it for you or is it for everybody else? So it's normal that if it is for getting validation from everybody else, maybe somehow you can also make it for you. Find something pleasurable in having that, creating that, generating it, and living into it. The other part is some people love it when they achieve it, but they really don't love the path to get to it. So let's imagine you having whatever your goal is, right? Having an amazing business, or having the best mate, or having, the greatest house that you wanted to have, having arrived in where you wanted to be in as your identity, as your career, as who you are. Okay. Now close your eyes. How does it feel? How is it to be in that space? How do you think differently when you already obtained whatever your goal is? How are your feelings? What do you experience in your body when you've already achieved it? So, kind of like experience the experience when you have it. Now, bring it with you to here and now, and imagine that every day that you do something toward that goal is that you're regenerating and recreating that emotional state and that thought process, and start behaving that way. I remember working with a lot of therapists, a lot of attorneys, a lot of physicians who were right before their board exams. And they had come so far and they were going to do that, but it took maybe 6 months, a year, maybe a couple of years, while they had to kind of like stand behind this doorway before they got to be able to do that fully. I would say anywhere you go, and when you're sitting down, when you're going outside, when you are with public, with friends, family, imagine yourself that you already have achieved that. Imagine that you are already that doctor or the lawyer or a pharmacist or whomever, whatever it is that you wanted to get to, a business person who's already achieved what they want. How do you behave? How do you talk? What do you talk about? What subjects do you talk about? So imagine yourself being there from here and now. The other part is step by step, go over what it takes to be there, and then bring the goals into weekly and monthly goals. Because if you're sitting here and look at the bigger picture of all that needs to happen, you might get yourself overwhelmed and not want to go forward. So if you break these tasks and go step by step at every week, every month, and even start from the future and walk yourself back and write all the steps that need to be done by when. And that way, you're kind of only doing some things until you go to the next level. And all you have to worry about is what's in front of you next week and the next month. And so not only you have the bigger vision, but you have the smaller steps to focus on. So you're not as overwhelmed as you might be. So you kind of like freeze. Ask a mentor, someone who's in that process, to take your hand and walk with you to whatever fear that shows up, to for you to explore and look at what it is. And you said, Maybe I have fear of failure, fear of success and not failure. Well, most people who have a fear of success is not that they're going to succeed and it's bad. It's that they think they might succeed and not be able to withhold it, maintain it, fail after the success, or not knowing the unknown concept of being there. Well, start looking at the people who have already succeeded in the realm that you want to succeed. Look at their life and how they're maintaining it. So it's no longer unknown for you, it becomes known. And if you are afraid that your life will change, well, good, because that's the change you want. That's the change you're asking for. And so embrace it and start looking for it and start bringing aspects of that change that you think you're going to have then in your life right now. So enjoy and succeed because you deserve it.